You are Divyani.
Yes, sir.
Divyani Luthra.
Yes, sir.
You did your law in 2018.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But what have you been doing for all these years?
So, while I was doing my LLM for my second semester, I have been under a learned advocate at Jalandhar Bar Association. Thereafter, sir, I got married, and thereafter, I enrolled under a learned advocate at Gurdaspur District Bar Association.
Which advocate?
Sir, Mr. Gaurav Mahajan at Gurdaspur and Mr. Hujinder Arora at Jalandhar.
So, what you feel you have learned by being associated with those advocates?
Sir, I basically learned about day-to-day proceedings of the courts. I started with taking dictation first. Thereafter, we were given files and we used to go to the different courts and different works were allocated, sir.
So, can you tell us something about your experience or about your observations of a presiding officer dealing with an unruly advocate?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
So, when the advocate when they get unruly during their interaction with the court, sir, what I have seen is that majority of the presiding officers they tend to remain calm. They try to maintain their calm. Sometimes it happens that even they get little agitated from the behavior of the advocate. And sir, then I have seen them taking stringent actions. Like for example, giving adjournments. A lot of things happen. Like when advocates are taking adjournments again and again, and when the presiding officer is disinclined in the favor of giving adjournments, at that time, sir, I have also seen a lot of agitations happening between the bar and the bench at the courts.
What is section 228 IPC?
The section 228 IPC deals with the contempt of the court. Sir, when somebody insults or interrupts the working of the court, section 228 IPC comes into force.
And where is the procedure for proceeding under that section?
Sir, I'm sorry that I cannot state with surety, but I think it is given under section 345 of Code of Criminal Procedure.
What is order 18 of CPC?
Sir, order 18 of CPC deals with the examination of witnesses.
How?
Sir, when examination of witnesses is to be done, the first right of examination is given to the plaintiff side, and thereafter the defendant side, sir.
What is the difference between examination in chief and cross examination?
Sir, examination in chief is done by the advocate who has called the witnesses. It is basically done to take the witnesses' view of the case and witnesses what testimony the witness wants to say. And sir, examination, cross-examination, it is done by the adverse party. And sir, its basic object is to extract the truth out from the witnesses.
So in examination in chief, you do not extract the truth.
Sir, it depends if the witness is stating the true version of the facts. Sir.
Is re-examination as a matter of routine or some special circumstances?
Sir, if we see in the courts, re-examination is done generally. But sir, otherwise what the law prescribes is that it is not done as a matter of routine. And it is only done when something new pops up in the cross-examination to re-establish the veracity of the witness.
Which is the provision?
Sir, section number 138, 137 and 138 of Indian Evidence Act.
What do you know about interrogatories?
Sir, interrogatories are the documents, sir, basically when one party wants to ask certain questions from the other party, from the witnesses, they give that questions in the form of interrogatories to the courts. They are generally forbidden when permissions are issued, sir.
What is a document?
Sir, a document is any paper or any substance upon which any matter is engraved.
What is fact?
Sir, a fact refers to anything which can be perceived through senses or of which a person is conscious. It can be physical or psychological.
What is consideration?
Sir, consideration refers to the thing for which a contract is done. For example, for what purpose a contract is being done.
What is suspension of sentence by court?
Sir, suspension of sentence.
By court.
Sir, as per section number 389 of Code of Criminal Procedure, sir, when a person is convicted, sir, for the purpose of taking appeal in the higher court, the person can file an application for the suspension of court. And sir, suspension of sentence, I'm sorry, sir. And sir, in such a case, the court can suspend the sentence of the person.
Which court can do that?
Sir, both the trial court and the appellate court can suspend the sentences.
What is cognizance?
Sir, cognizance refers to taking notice of the matter by the presiding officer of the court, sir.
Which court can take cognizance?
Sir, as per criminal procedure, direct cognizance is taken by the Court of Judicial Magistrate. And sir, for the Court of Sessions under section number 193, the case generally goes in the way of committal. And sir, there is exception provided under section 193 itself. That is for the for the matter under section 199, subsection 2 of CRPC. Direct cognizance can be taken by the Court of Sessions. And so for other matters, for example, in NDPS cases, also the direct cognizance can be taken by the Court of Sessions.
Identification.
Identification parade. Sir, identification parade is done for the purpose of establishing the identity of any person or anything which has been involved in the offense. Generally, it is done for the purpose of identifying the accused.
Who is to preside over the matter
Ident-
when the identification parade is conducted?
Sir, generally, it under section 54A of CRPC, it is provided that it happens under the supervision of judicial magistrate. But sir, it can also be conducted under the supervision of executive magistrates.
What are the formalities which are required to be followed?
Sir, the formalities as laid down by Honorable Supreme Court in various judgments are that when a test identification parade is to be conducted, it is required that only one witness identifies the accused at one time. The accused is mixed with a sufficient number of similar looking persons. No tag is put upon the accused which shows or which makes him look different from the rest of the people. And sir, the witnesses who identify the accused, they must not be allowed to meet each other during the process. And sir, the court must also
What is incest?
incest. Sir, incest proceedings are taken up either by the police officer under section 174.
Incest. INCEST.
Not in court.
Incest.
No, no.
Proceedings.
There are no proceedings.
Incest.
What does it
क्या
mean?
होता है?
क्या होता है?
What is incest?
INCEST.
Sir, incest refers to a relationship which a person in a very near relationship to a person, sexual relationship between two persons who are related to each other through blood or in a very near
Is
relationship.
there any offense in the IPC prohibiting that?
Incest.
Sir, as per section number 376 of IPC, sir, under subsection 2, it is provided that when a person in a fiduciary capacity or in a near relationship or in a relation to the victim commits the offense of rape, then aggravated form of punishment is given, sir.
So the father is having the relation with daughter without consent. Who is adult?
Sorry, sir.
Father is having sexual relation with his daughter.
Yes.
And the daughter is adult. She is consenting. What offense it will come?
Sir, I'm sorry, sir. I cannot recollect, sir. I'm sorry.
You have not understood the question.
No, sir, I have understood the question, but I cannot recollect if any offense is there in IPC. Yes, sir.
What do you mean by rule of law?
Rule of law, sir. Sir, rule of law states that law is supreme and no person is above the law. Sir, it was the rule of law where what we study in our law. It was propounded by the professor Mr. Dicey. Sir, it contained three propositions. One was equality before law, which meant that every person is to be treated equally. And sir, the second one was that there must not be any arbitrary action of the state.
I'll take the question further. Now you say that everyone must be treated equal
Yes,
in
sir.
the eyes of law. Why is the president and governor exempted for being criminally liable?
Sir, because they are the very high dignitaries of the state. Our constitution itself
Right.
provide.
Even every sovereign country's law exempts these people. Why? Why do you make president liable for having committed any crime during his office?
Sir,
Even
because
he is exempted from the jurisdiction of Indian Penal Code also.
yes, sir.
Why?
Sir,
Any logic?
sir, maybe because he is the highest dignitary of the state and the respect of the office which he is holding commands that he must not be criminally liable at least during the time period
Prime,
for which.
Prime Minister is also the highest dignitary there. How does that matter? Why is the president excluded by the way?
So president is the head of the state, sir.
See, there is hardly any difference between the head of the state and the head of the government. In fact, the most powerful person is the prime minister. The prime minister must also be excluded.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But it is not done, sir.
This
Yes.
is this is my question.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not able to.
Okay, you must have heard about the system of lok adalats,
Yes.
right? Can you tell me the constitutional provisions under which the system of lok adalats have been set up in this country?
Sir, I'm sorry. I cannot recollect.
When was the first lok adalat started in India or set up in India?
No, sir. I am sorry. I cannot recollect.
Sir,
You have written your hobby as a kitchen gardener.
Yes.
What sort of used to grow with it?
Sir, seasonal vegetables, sir. Like during this season, we are having bottle gourd, ladyfinger, ridge gourd, tomatoes, and sir,
Tomatoes.
yes, sir.
Tomatoes are basically tomatoes. Tomato is not Indian thing.
Yes, sir.
Great tomato.
Sir, I'm sorry. I don't know that. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, Portuguese. Okay, sir.
tobacco and this one, tomatoes, is a gift of Portuguese to India.
What is the process to grow? Lady?
Ladyfinger. Sir, we take the seed, we soak it in the water for some time, sir. Thereafter, sir, we plant it, and sir, the seed germinates and the plant grows. Yes, sir, we plant it.
What sort of, you just say, uh, parasites
Yes,
are
sir.
which can harm?
Sir, we use if we are growing it organically, sir, then we can use a dilution of neem oil with the water to spray upon the plants, so that yes, sir.
Kind of parasites you expect in living in the plant that can harm them.
Sir, there are certain insects like or things that I have seen in the plants, but I don't know their names, sir. I don't know what they are called.
Okay, what do you call ladies finger otherwise? What is another meaning for this?
Okay, are you comfortable in history and culture Punjab?
Sir, I can try.
We'll try. Okay. So tell me, book written by Guru Singh. Any book is written.
Sir, he have written poems about book. I'm not sure, sir. I can. Sorry.
Chitranada.
No.
And who was the general of Maharaja Ranjit Singh?
Sir, his general, I do not know
Army
his name.
general.
Okay,
Very
sir.
important.
You said you have some idea. What was the capital of Maharaja Ranjit Singh's empire?
Sir, his capital. Sir, I know that the place from which I belong used to serve as his summer resort, but it might be Amritsar, sir.
Do you have any idea about missiles?
Sir, there are 12 missiles. Yes, sir.
What was the largest one?
Sir, the largest missile, the Shukrachakya missile, sir.
Angin missile.
Yes, okay, sir.
Okay. This one.
So sir had asked you a question that who has the right to begin, to which you answered plaintiff has a right to begin. So in all cases, plaintiff has a right to begin or whether there are any exceptions to it.
Ma'am, there is an exception to it. Ma'am, if the defendant admits the claim of the plaintiff, but sets up some kind of defense further, Ma'am, for example, he admits the claim of plaintiff, but he sets up a set of counterclaim. In that eventuality, the shift will then be made towards the defendant, and he will have the right to.
Can unpublished records of state be produced as an evidence?
Ma'am, with regard to this, we have section number 162 of Indian Evidence Act, which provides that whenever a witness is asked to produce a document by the court, it must be submitted irrespective of any objection he has to it. Ma'am, the objection is then to be decided by the court. Ma'am, with regard to unpublished records, generally an affidavit is taken stating the character of the record, and if the court is satisfied with the affidavit, in that eventuality, ma'am, the court will not inspect the document. But if the court is not satisfied with the affidavit, ma'am, then the court can take that document in a sealed envelope and can inspect it. Ma'am, I cannot recall the name. I'm sorry.
Okay, last tell me, what is the difference between general property and special property?
Sir, general property means the ownership rights in the property. And sir, special property means some special kind of right, for example, right to possess the property.
Until you are paid for.
Yes.
Oh, okay. What is a partnership by holding out?
Sir, sorry?
Partnership by holding out.
Partnership by whom? Sir, partnership by holding out means when a person, by his conduct, has represented himself to be a partner of a firm of which he is not a partner in reality. Sir, in that eventuality, with regard to that representation, to whomsoever it is made, the person will be treated as a partner for the firm and will have to share the liability.
Is it only? But does it require that person must have acted on its representation?
Yes,
Or
sir.
will he be liable even without being acted upon? He is represented by someone.
No, sir, some acting upon the representation is required, which shows that the person has also changed his position on the faith of that representation, has extended some credit to the firm, or has done some act on the faith of such representation. Then, sir, the partner will be held by principle of, he will be held as partner by principle of holding out.
ठीक है, time for feedback.
Feedback, you are very good. Your confidence level is good. But still, you are not controlling your hands properly. Some movements were there in between. So work on that. And your sitting posture is a bit leaning forward. You should sit straight but relaxed.
Okay, sir.
Right? Then your dress. Is it the final dress or
No, sir. I will not be wearing this. I will be wearing the sari to the interview, sir.
are you comfortable with?
Sir, I will try to make myself.
No, don't try.
Yes, sir, once only once.
If you feel comfortable only then you wear sari. Otherwise, you will be conscious of your sari going this side, that way. Why invite that trouble unnecessarily?
Sir, I can wear.
It has a tendency to completely destroy your interview.
Yes.
So please make sure you're confident of what you're wearing.
Okay.
If you're confident with the sari, go for it. But otherwise, suit them.
Okay, ma'am.
And these rings,
Yes, sir.
you
I
have to
will.
remove them.
Yes, sir. I
Right?
will remove.
And this kind of this embroidery
Yes.
on the
Make
shirt.
sure it is very subtly golden वगैरह चमक धमक नहीं चाहिए.
Yes, yes. I have taken a very simple suit also.
And the shoes preferably black.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, you are good.
Right.
थोड़ा और brushing up करिए, लेकिन with one caveat. You are not that good as far as Punjab history and culture is concerned.
Okay, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
refresh your mind by reading books on Punjab culture and history.
Punjab High Court.
History of the High Court, Constitution of the High Court, Supreme Court, Parliament, Government of India, है ना? And generally the India as a whole.
Okay, sir.
And are you reading a newspaper?
Yes, sir. I read the news on the phone, sir.
No. You subscribe to a newspaper today itself
Okay, sir.
and read it regularly, and particularly on the day of interview, you must be thorough with the news of that day.
On that day, what is headline on that particular day? You must be prepared.
Because one question will be definitely out of
पक्का उसी दिन का.
Okay.
नहीं पढ़ना तो आज से शुरू करिए आप. आज जब घर जाओगे न्यूज़पेपर लेके जाना मार्केट से,
Surely, sir.
इंग्लिश का।
Sure.
Go ahead with the Indian Act.
आप पुराने भी ले लो अगर एक
Go ahead with the Indian Act. This is a law subject in legal Luther.
Start it today only, and it should be a regular feature of particularly the editorial portion.
Okay, sir.
क्योंकि हमने आपसे जनरल नॉलेज के कोई सवाल नहीं पूछे, बस पता नहीं आप बता सकते थे कि नहीं बता सकते थे। जैसे G20 है, आपको पता है G20 के बारे में कुछ?
Yes, sir.
क्या?
Sir, G20 is a group of 90 countries among the European Union, and sir, it was basically made in 1999.
अभी 21 हो गया सुना है?
जी sir.
कैसे?
Sir, Africa has added.
Africa or something else?
Sir, African Union.
Is there a difference in Africa and African Union?
Yes.
So how many countries are there in EU?
Sir, European Union. I'm sorry, sir. I'm not sure about it.
चलिए आपको पता लगेंगे ये बातें जब आप अखबार
यही चीज बननी है ना तो EU में क्या ना? Because you could get supplementary questions as well.
If you आप कोशिश करोगे तो you can be successful.
If you state EU, then you must be knowing that how many countries are in EU.
Yes, sir. Certainly, I should be doing that.
Okay. Thank you.
All the best.
And all the best.
Like,
Mike.